Archaeology is a destructive science. When you're excavating, you can't really put it back the way it was. You're disturbing it as you go. So that's why numerous notes, pictures, graphs, it's painstakingly taken when you're doing excavation because you are disturbing, you are destructing. What we found here is you see a huge rectangle, but basically it was a well, a circular well feature that we discovered, and I have pictures of the before and the during over there, which we'll be able to view. So it all started up at the subsoil level. We had that feature, that discoloration in a circular pattern, and we chose to obviously investigate because there were artifacts on the top level as well, kind of popping out. So from that, we kept excavating and it got more condensed until it was basically circle, an ovalish feature, and from that point on we excavated down. Why you see it like this is because as we achieve depth, the excavator inside, his safety, we couldn't have collapse. So we had to take that land and kind of open it up as we went down, per OSHA guidelines and safety measures. At 10 feet deep, you know, you don't, and getting in and out as well. So that's why you see the steps kind of method. And we were joking it kind of had an Aztec or Inca, you know, kind of site appearance at one point. So this is all sterile subsoil now. The archaeology has been done wherever you see this depression. Where you see the tarp was another attempt at a well. Whether it was the first attempt or second, we don't know. But they did attempt another well. They only got about 6 to 7 feet deep, and then they stopped for some reason. Again,
did it hit salt water? I mean, seems like...
I don't think so, because again, I was saying, when you look at the aerial maps, there's an underground stream or something here.
Okay.
So again, I don't know how they knew it was here, but they hit it right on the nose.
Interesting.
Those sticks that are wide.
Yeah, that's funny. Side note, I'm up doing the irrigation at the golf course. You know, they're doing the irrigation lines and I'm monitoring it, and they got waterworks coming out with those metal things looking for like sewer lines, and I'm just like, okay. But so far they've been pretty, they've been good at it. They haven't been exact, but they're in the general area. So I don't know what the deal is with those things, but, or how you learn, but it's quite amazing. So after the well was excavated, you know, we got all the data. There was a cultural layer in there, a real rich one, probably like, I don't know what depth, I'm gonna say 8, but don't hold me to it. But there was that level of really good cultural material that did date back to Warwick Town. So we had that in that well as well.
So Warwick Town level 8 feet deep.
Well, this well went 14 feet deep.
Right. I'm just thinking that's an awful lot of sedimentation accumulation.
Right, and we don't know at what point they started throwing stuff in or what happened.
Okay, so it was stuff they were throwing in.
Trash. Yeah. And it wasn't lined with brick. It wasn't lined with brick, and we didn't find any evidence of wood really. So this would have been potentially just a clay well, maybe something on top, but we found very little evidence of anything that would have lined the well. So just a very interesting well site in general. But again, if you're establishing a town, if you're just starting and getting things going, you would have probably primitive, you know, well technology and just starting out like that. With the town plan, you would think that the well would be in a communal area. You don't think this would be on someone's private property. So that kind of information we take in too to kind of think about the layout of this town when they were planning it. We have a building up there. Per the House of Burgess's request, each building had a certain number of, I don't think it was acres, but a certain buffer zone. So gathering all that information, hopefully it'll help us determine where potential sites might be in the future. Now over there are some Civil War digs, but again, it's been completed archaeology. You're just going to be looking at a big water puddle. So what I would suggest is if anybody wants to go back and look up there, take pictures, that's fine. If anyone wants to mosey around, that's fine. But if we want to go take a look at the artifacts that, you know, we have to show, if you're very careful, you can go out here in this corner and there's a little deer trail out, and then we can curl back and take a look at some artifacts.
Are there any courthouses in Virginia that date back to the same time as this one was.
I would have to research that.
Because
That's something
they
I
might
don't know
have
off the top of my
similar
head.
designs, is what I was thinking.
Correct, yes. And we feel like the firm has done some research on that. I just don't want to comment on it just not knowing
Yeah,
correctly.
that's a good question to ask.
Oh yeah. And it could be beneficial to find that out.
Mhm.